Yo. Back up on the mic again, dusting the vocal cords off. Wrote this on the styrofoam tray of beef, it was so raw. Moving the pen telekinetic, this beat I dead it. I'm from the low, so fear it like the most high said it. Hold up, what I spew is vicious. I'm like a bad trip of madness after you ash it and blew the eucalyptus. I enter dreams like Mr. Kruger when the rhymes maneuver. Them weak rappers you listen to are just time consumers. This rap shit need a cleansing, I hope it's me coming through with Clorox in my rap OCD. This an exodus for future nemesis who feeling pressure. Then I had to box you with that 1-2 regiment. Whoever disagree is fucking lying, G. And before I meet defeat, I'll just greet you with a flying knee. And all I am is a verbal specialist. This is effortless messages encrypted with excellence. Word. So you wanna rap, lil' nigga? Pocket full of cash in the trap, lil' nigga. Got paper cuts from counting stacks, lil' nigga. You're the opposite of spitting facts, lil' nigga. Get 'em. The beast is unleashed. Get 'em. Get these whack rappers out my teeth. Get 'em. God is good, God is great. Get 'em. The fork's in 'em. Who's next on the plate? Back up on the mic again, dusting the vocal cords off. Wrote this on a styrofoam tray of beef, it was so raw. I'm the sharpest on your blade, out the Johnny Cage. Less than amazed by your flames, fake Liu Kang. My stopping ground's far from practical, it's factual. Moving tactical, keep it a buck so it's actual. Rocking all black, I black out in the blackest mode and creep up in the back of the game until the back is blown. Come on. Step up to a homie and try it, real shit. I got too many whack niggas up in my diet. Supplying rhyming bars locked like it's confinement. Gasoline the management, tossing matching ass, who's fire, hyena laugh. No Mufasa, you Rafiki, couldn't see me if you was chiefing with a chief on the tip of a TP. Recognize the skill, don't ever have to wonder. I alone, no stunner, Cyclops, Scott Summers. So you wanna rap, lil' nigga? Pocket full of cash in the trap, lil' nigga. Got paper cuts from counting stacks, lil' nigga. You're the opposite of spitting facts, lil' nigga. Get 'em. The beast is unleashed. Get 'em. Get these whack rappers out my teeth. Get 'em. God is good, God is great. Yeah. The fork's in 'em. Who's next on the
This is kind of dope. Okay. So you ready?
That's cool. I moved it over a little bit. Still looks working.
Yo, man.
Maybe twist it towards you a little more. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
Love. Okay. So you ready?
Do you do men's fashion too? Or
Yeah,
just-
well,
What's the
we'll get into it.
question,
Okay.
bro?
I'll answer the question.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to make sure I look right when I go out of town. I'm
I
trying
got
to
you.
find
I
somebody.
definitely got you on that.
He never has questions, by the way, until the end.
Good.
And then you be like, oh shit, I should have asked that.
Well, he's starting early. Maybe it's good I came late. I gave the boys time.
Yeah.
Alright, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we live.
All right, we live, baby. Get you pick your mic up now, Todd Barker.
This is on camera too.
Yeah. All right, so this is Culture Visions. I'm Ricky,
This is Casso.
and we are Culture Visions. We have a special guest, another one, episode 8, and her name is.
Siobhan Taylor, Miss Eye Candy.
Okay, so Siobhan, how long we known each other?
We know each other for a minute.
Like,
You've been friends with like 2 of my boyfriends. Then we keep it real.
yo, time out.
Bro.
Yo,
Oh my gosh.
yo, I had a question, but I wasn't gonna even like go there. Like I had a question.
This
But I'm like,
podcast
oh.
took a left turn already.
Yo, time out.
That's
a long
You'll never stay on
time.
topic.
Yeah, I can't stay on topic because I'm
Right
trying to.
up your alley.
You know, I want the juice. All right, so we ain't naming names.
No, absolutely not.
Say all the tea and all the smoke.
I think she wants all the smoke because she brought it up.
It's funny, I'm just saying.
So yeah, so we know each other for a while.
Absolutely.
And I've known that you've had a business for a while. Long, you know, you've been in the game and dressing some of the young guys coming up, right?
Yeah,
And the young
absolutely.
ladies
Yep.
too.
I started with men's fashion, so I worked for Hugo Boss for like 7 years, and then I went to another men's shop where I was a buyer. all of a sudden I was like, I don't want to work in corporate America anymore. I'm gonna do this by myself. Because at that point, I was like, why am I
Now,
gonna
when
keep?
you say, I don't mean until when you say you worked at Hugo Boss, like you was at the mall Hugo
Yeah.
Boss, or like in.
No, I worked for Hugo Boss at the mall. I was I originally went over there just as a salesperson, but like in 6 months I was like a sales manager because I'm a good salesperson.
Okay.
So I was a sales manager. Where I was teaching everybody else how to sell.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, but it was like high-end men's suits. It was cool. It was an awesome time. I did that for like 7 years, and then through Hugo Boss, I had met a guy that was one of my best customers. He went into business with another man, and they opened a men's shop called the Ultimate Men's Shop, which was on Delaware, which was a great concept, but it was just too. I don't think the town was ready for that concept.
Was it like high?
Oh my god, it was
high-end?
super dope. It was super high end. You could go in there and get your hair cut. Guys would get their back waxed because men don't like to go into places and do weird stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like guys you get chest hair and stuff like that. So guys would do weird things that not weird, it's normal. But they don't feel comfortable going to a women's salon.
nobody
and
was
stuff.
ready
So this
for
was
that.
the ultimate men's shop.
Yo, can I get
You know
a
what I
fade in
mean?
the back?
Yeah, you could get a massage. You could get a haircut. You could watch sports. There was
And what was
couches.
this?
It was the Ultimate Men's Shop. It
But
was
what
on,
year? Give me.
It was on Delaware and it was Delaware and Delaware and Tupper and Delaware.
Okay.
So it was bad parking. This had to be. I mean, shoot.
2000s.
Yeah, early.
Okay.
Early, but the town
That's
wasn't
a
ready for
dope
it.
concept, though.
It was, but you know what? The businessman that works downtown wasn't buying $200 dress shirts. So it was like kind of difficult.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
Like I was used to the guy in the mall that was like my regular customer that came for Hugo Boss.
Yeah.
This store carried like a couple different brands that like people weren't. If people aren't knowledgeable about them, people are funny about spending their money, even though they're great brands.
Mhm.
But if like you're not educated on that brand and people just follow,
But it seems like here in Buffalo, people are always looking for the deal.
they're looking for the deal. But I think people don't. People don't come up with their own style. They just follow what everybody else is buying. So if I say that this brand is what's up, they go get it. And that's not really fashion. You don't just throw a Louis Vuitton belt on and a white T-shirt and think you're doing it. Like,
Right.
you have fashion if you could go into Amvets and come out looking like you didn't go into Amvets, because that's a possibility.
Yeah.
People always equate fashion to like high end.
Right.
That's not it.
Never.
That's not it. You're not fashionable just because you got expensive clothes on.
No.
People still don't get that. And I sold expensive clothes and sell middle price clothes now, but it's like, fashion, you just either got it or you don't.
People just have expensive accessories. That's what that is.
Yeah, but then they think that's an outfit.
I'm
That's
not
really
about to buy a $300 belt.
It's
Nah,
not.
bruh.
It's not an outfit.
You have never seen me with $300 belt.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hate. I like
Target
stuff,
though,
but
bro.
I don't feel like
Stick
that's
on my
fashion to
Target.
me. Like when
Right.
people think like, oh, I
Yeah. Target ain't never
you know what I mean? I don't feel like
that.
that's fashion. Like, you're cool. You got an expensive belt on.
Right.
It looks nice.
So you kind of like jumped all the way over, so where I couldn't start in the beginning. So that's good.
Okay.
So let's fast forward to when you got your business started and who you started with.
So the Ultimate Men's Shop I only was there for about 2 years because, like I said, it was ahead of its time. People weren't ready for that. So they basically kept the store open to pay me. It was kind of like, I knew it wasn't going to really work out. So I wrote it out till they closed. And while I was closing, I started building my own business plan. So which gave me a lot of time because I would like jot stuff down, work on it, put it down for like a month, come back to it. And I was gonna rush and like I was kept looking for spots to like open a store because I felt like location is everything, and like if I find a spot and it feels right, I'm gonna go to it. But I wasn't finding anything. So instead of just taking any place, I decided to do trunk shows. And a friend of mine at the time, she's married, they have a lot of money, she doesn't really work. She wasn't really from this area, but was in the area because her husband was working here. And she was like, well, I'll do it with you. So what we did was we decided to do trunk shows. So we built a brand, got our tax ID number, did all that. We went to the Magic Show in Vegas.
For some people who don't know.
Yeah, the Magic Show in Vegas is a huge clothing like convention for like days. It's like a week long. It's like every brand possible.
So it's like
Men's
their
and
version
women's.
of Fashion Week.
It's bomb.
So
Okay.
Like
so
if you want to build anything, like you got to go to Magic just to find what the newest trends are, what's coming out, what brands are, you basically place orders. You don't, it's not like I can put stuff in my bag and come home. But you place orders, and that bases it how they make it, buy it, manufacture it, whatever.
Oh, okay. That was my next question.
Yeah. So we both were like, we're both gonna take $2,500. So we're gonna take $5,000 and go get a bunch of clothes at cost, and we're gonna ship them to our house, which we lied and acted like that was our storefront when we nearly didn't have a storefront. So we went down there, we spent $5,000 on clothes, we shipped them to our house, and then we decided to create these parties. So it was like a pop-up shop party. So there was a place called the Wine Thief that used to be on Elmwood, and we would set up like we would set it up for a day, and we'd make it turn into a boutique. We'd have like the first couple people got free wine, and it's like a party that you wanted to go to, and you could leave with your merchandise. So like we would make our $5,000 back in one day, and still have clothes to sell for like a couple more pop-ups. So we did that for like a year, and all the extra money we put in a bank account. So when it was in the bank account, after a year, we were like, oh, we got money. Like, we don't need to go get a loan. So I don't owe a bank. I never took out a loan for my business.
Okay.
So we had the money.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Literally.
Okay.
Took the money, found a spot, did everything we needed for the spot, and we opened a store. She ended up moving. Her husband moved for his job. She didn't really care anymore, so she was like, all right, I can't really do this anymore. I'm like, that's cool. We already had the store. I was already moving to go there, so we opened the store on Utica. And like
Utica and where?
Utica and Elmwood.
Okay, that was the first one.
That was the first store, so it's right Utica and Elmwood by Saigon.
And how long did you have?
7 years. So I stayed in that space for 7 years. It's a weird block at Elmwood, so as like different businesses were moving and like the Children's Hospital moved in the last a year and a half, like actually 2 years, it got slower over there, so it wasn't a lot of foot traffic. Like a lot of my stuff I was selling is like word of mouth, regular customers. Like a lot of people in Elmwood Village like to shop local and they commit to like shopping local. So I was thriving, but I wasn't getting new customers, so I was like kind of sick of being over there. So last year I was like, I don't want to re-sign my lease. Like I'm either gonna just go fully online and not have a store, or try to figure out where I want to move it. I wasn't really finding any places. My lease was coming up. It was like a month before my lease was up. I was driving down Allen and I found this space, but the space is like quadruple the size of my store. So I met this guy Giovanni, who owns a store named Trend Up, and he was in the Market Arcade. He wanted to do that too, but he was in like a starter store, so his rent was really cheap, and he was kind of scared to like step out and pay $1,100 rent and like the rent that it is everywhere. So I was like, hey, you got men's clothes, I have women. Like in major cities, people just link together and they share spaces. So I was like, what do you think about sharing a space with me? Like, this will be perfect. He was like, definitely, because he wanted to get out. He didn't get the traffic he needed in Market Arcade either. That didn't really take off like
Now, for some people who don't know, where's Market Arcade?
Market Arcade is right down off of Main Street. It's kind of where the theaters. Correct.
I heard of Giovanni and I remember that story. So
Yeah, he's got cool stuff. So now me and him share a space on Allen Street.
Now Allen and where?
85 Allen. It's right at Allen in Delaware, across from that gas station. So the Allentown Dress Shop is next to us. Don Tequila's on that side. Freshly Dipped is over there. So now there's like a ton of like thriving businesses that we bounce off of. So the traffic is way better.
And they got that construction on that. Is it that hotel?
Oh yeah.
Right
That's
there,
open.
so
That already is open. Now there's a Starbucks I went there today.
And Allen is popping.
It is.
On the weekend.
Oh my God, it's like too popping.
I
I live over there.
My Uber rides.
Allentown.
I pick up.
So I live like right up there by Hardware.
Oh.
I wish everybody would stay in their neighborhoods and not come to mine. It's so aggravating now. I can't even park. Like a day like today, me leaving my car over there because it's already like oversaturated with people.
Right.
On the weekends, I have no choice but to Lyft, Uber, or someone's gotta come get me because if I leave my house at 8
You're not
o'clock,
getting your parking
what?
spot
It's probably
ever.
going for that weekend.
Ever.
It's probably going for the weekend.
I gotta park
Till
like 8
Monday.
miles away. I don't move my car till Monday. Literally, I don't move my car all weekend. I can't. I've gone out, come home 4 o'clock in the morning or something. I'm walking like miles. Like, and that's not even safe. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm not doing this no more. So I don't even
Yeah, you
bother.
gotta get you a buddy.
I know I need
one of your buddies.
I just do Lyft and Uber now, so whatever.
Okay. So, let's get to what you sell. So you sell. Well, you have men's and
Well, I sell trendy women's clothing and accessories,
Okay.
which is always what I did. Even though my expertise is in men's clothing, I opened a women's store because like women shop differently than men.
Yeah.
Women shop out of habit, men shop out of need. So like when you need something,
So,
you go
yeah,
get
you
it.
go
If
get
you
it, yeah.
need a tie because you got a wedding, if you need a dress shirt because you got an interview, you go get it. Men will spend more money at one time, but women spend more money over time. So like they'll come every week. You might come and clean up, but I might not see you for 6 months, or I might only see you once a year. So that's just like how men are they just shop
Yeah,
differently.
we do.
So to thrive, I was like, I gotta do women's. I'm not even gonna mess with men's.
Okay.
But now it works out because, you know, a guy and his girlfriend could come in the store. The guy isn't standing outside rushing her. He's looking on the other side where Giovanni's stuff is. So it's like we really just share a space. Like Trend Up is his business. Miss Eye Candy's my business. That way I didn't have to invest in men's clothing. But I know a lot of guys, so now when they come in, I help them. So I help Giovanni's business. He knows people that come in and they bring their
You know
girlfriends.
what?
to
I
pick
just
up.
had a
That's
thought.
sweet.
It is. It really is
That's
a
had a thought.
great idea.
So, we're having something come up soon, right, in October. And I was thinking, we should go over there and get some clothes for us.
You definitely should. At least go check it
Definitely.
out.
My wife's looking to restructure her wardrobe anyway. So
Well, I do that anyway. I
But
also
I'm-
personal shop for people, so like
Personal shop?
even if it's not just Miss Eye Candy, like if someone's like trying to update their wardrobe or like change their style and they need
You
help
do that?
finding- Yeah, I just was at a lady's house yesterday.
I'm gonna need you to
I
do that for
redid
me
her-
because all I wear is fucking hoodies.
I redid her whole closet. Like I literally updated her whole closet. Like I have a picture of all the clothes that I've had her throw out because she was getting rid of stuff too. Because she's like in Hamburg, she's got this big walk-in closet. Like
I just did that. I just threw out 2 construction bags worth of clothes and just was like.
I ain't just giving it to Goodwill, bro. Come on, man.
I mean, I
It's a
gave
homeless
them,
man
I gave
downtown.
them to someone, but I'm just saying I took it out of
Oh.
my house. Nah, I donated
Yeah,
it to
because it's
someone.
homeless people that need them. They need, you know.
No,
I
people
gave
do
it to
need
a
stuff.
friend.
But yeah, I helped her do a bunch of stuff. Look at. Like that was the pile of clothes that we got rid of. It was the size of like literally up to her.
Damn, that closet's a nice ass
I
closet.
know, look how nice it looks now. That's all me.
Oh, go ahead. So people, so y'all understand, she's not just out here selling you clothes. She's
No.
out here helping you get your
Get
look
right.
right.
Yeah, I'm trying to help you
So
get
that's
right.
awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's dope.
So you got away from that. So now you guys are doing those clothes. Give me, I guess, what was that one thing you talked about before earlier?
For
Not saying,
You said something about men's clothes, didn't you?
No.
Oh yeah, like we're trying out a segment of or in addition to the show where you have to describe or break down what you do for 30 seconds without saying
What you
or like.
Ew, I don't know how to do that. So I mean-
Come on, we
That's sweet though.
We need to try it.
Did
We
not
try
say
it.
all
Just
our
made
life?
this up.
How did I make it up today? When I
Yeah.
say all the
We're
time?
creative at Culture Visions Podcast.
I
Yes,
know.
we are. Yeah, we getting there. But yeah. See if you could do that.
In 30 seconds.
Yeah,
Okay.
'cause I got another question for you. And it's not. It's
so
not
what
about-
do I do
Just break down what you do or
on a daily? Like,
yeah, I'm gonna say we ain't even work out the details, dude.
Break down what you do
Yeah,
without
just-
saying
I sell clothes. I make people look fly. I make people feel good about themselves. I help everybody upgrade their wardrobe. How many seconds was that?
That was like
Probably
17
like 10.
seconds or 20 seconds.
I'll say 10 to 15.
It was
Yeah.
at least 10. It was
Yeah.
20.
It was close. That was good for the first time.
Yeah.
So now we know.
Maybe next
Where
time.
we at? So we at, what's that punch time right there? So we know to go in at that.
15 minutes.
15 minutes. So about the 15-minute mark, we can go in and figure that out. So we tried it on you.
Somebody else.
So now somebody's gonna have to beat that mark.
All right.
Okay. So my question. So got the business. Plug your business one more time. Where could we go?
The store is called Miss Eye Candy Boutique. It's located at 85 Allen Street in Buffalo, New York.
Okay. It's safe to say that my next questions are not related to.
Business.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hold on. All right, so this is not related to business. Let me just ask my 1 and 2 that I relate to
Yeah.
business.
Go ahead.
You said you do clothes or you restructure people's wardrobes or closets.
Absolutely.
Do you have like a certain set price for budgets if someone needed that done?
Yeah. I usually ask people what their budget is. I do. Like the one I did yesterday, she paid me $50 an hour. But hers was a very intense one,
Mhm.
so that's why it was that much. Usually I keep.
Describe intense.
I mean, she had like two walk-in closets,
Oh, okay, that's right.
and I'm going through every piece of article of her clothing.
But it's $50 an hour on top of the cost for the clothing as well.
Well, yeah. Well, when I'm shopping for someone, I usually charge people like $25 an hour. Because then we're going to the mall. Sometimes, like if you're
Oh,
a
you
regular,
taking them to the mall?
if you're a regular customer though, I don't need you to come after a while. You're like, hey Sean, I can't get to the mall. I gotta work. I got a black tie event coming up. I really just need a shirt and tie. Blah 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 blah. Cool. I already know your shirt size. I know what you're looking for. You showed me the suit you already got. I can go do that. You know what I mean? But other times people are trying to come to the mall and they're trying to update their wardrobe, which I need you to come because now I'm gonna show you things that take you out of your comfort zone, but still is your style.
Yeah, okay.
I don't turn people into like, I can peep someone's style in like 5 seconds and be like, okay, well, you just don't think to try this, but this would be cool, I know.
Okay.
Like I do that all the time without making you put on skinny jeans when you don't wear skinny jeans. Or maybe skinny jeans wouldn't be a good look for you because that's not your body type.
Yo, time out.
People
It is
are
dudes out
body
there wearing
conscious.
Skinny jeans.
People
and they
are
don't got
body
the
conscious.
type. Like,
I
I
what
mean, if
the
you're
hell
a
is
dude with
wrong?
hips, don't wear them.
Yo, a dude with hips, yo. Oh
got
my
'em.
But she
god.
not lying though.
Yo,
I'm not
it be
lying.
dudes with hips
That's
out here
weird.
with the skinny jeans.
It
I'm
looks
like,
weird.
yo.
And you can't even pull
Right.
them over like the
They're
hip
dying. You got
at all,
those thick
so it'd be
legs, you got
like-
hips, now you're curvy. That's fucking weird.
That's so disgusting.
It's just weird. Like, don't do it.
Like,
Like,
make
yo,
them
you
not-
can wear a
like that.
slim cut
And then,
pant
like-
without it being a skinny
Right.
jean.
To make you
Just
like
wear a
not
slim cut.
need like
Yo, what?
Right.
you sagging at her with the too small pants on like that.
Draws all puffy.
Going with your
Draws off puppy.
It still got on the
Draws off
starter
puppy.
basketball shorts. Like
Don't forget his Louis Vuitton belt.
his
Yo,
Louis Vuitton.
he got
Right.
Louis Vuitton.
He got a
With the
Louis
puppy
Vuitton
dra-
belt with
Right.
two small
Yo.
pants on.
That's cute.
With the retros
She
on his
said
feet.
draws all puffy.
Oh my god.
Puff in the
Hey,
back,
that's the
like,
that's
come
that's
on.
that's the what,
That's the
Thugger
draft.
Uzi
What's
Vert
Thugger?
stuff. That's the young Thugger Uzi Vert right there.
Oh my god. Young Thugger Uzi Vert. Oh my god.
True.
Great segue.
Oh.
Who all went to the concert?
Man,
Cole?
I did not go.
What?
That was fucking.
I
amazing.
I did
scored
not
free
go.
tickets.
Mine was free too.
I scored a free ticket.
Yeah,
I almost
these-
didn't go.
Light skin.
Because I was like, oh, that's funny. Wait, I almost didn't go because it was so last minute, and I'm so like one of those people where it's like, oh, I can't
You gotta be
mentally prepare
prepared.
myself. Like, it was at like 6:30. I'm like, I don't know. I went home, and then I was like,
Work.
damn, I should have took that ticket. I'm gonna be so mad I didn't go to J. Cole. As soon as I see people on social media,
Right.
I'm gonna be so mad. So I called my friend back, and I'm like, we should have went. She was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I was like, all right. So we made it just for J. Cole. I didn't see anybody else, but I didn't really care.
Young Thug.
I didn't care. When I was there, I would have been so mad if I missed that.
Yes.
He
you
is
would've.
so good.
Yes.
With just all he had was background stuff.
Mhm.
He never changed his outfit. He doesn't do no outfit change. He didn't take a break. He didn't have no backup dancers. But had everybody paying attention to everything that he did.
Yo.
J. Cole's dope.
I think the only
That's
time you
dope.
walked
You
off stage
hold
was to
somebody's
get some
attention
water.
like
You can. I mean, he didn't do anything special.
No, he didn't
He had
do
cool
nothing
visuals though. He
special.
did have cool visuals.
Now that one visual with the goat.
Oh yeah.
That was
Yo.
dope.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah.
I literally felt like a kid.
That was good.
I jumped up in the air,
That was
like like one of those, like, and then realize it. Turned around, see a little girl behind me, and I almost stepped on her foot. So she was like, "You're fine, you're fine." And I'm like, the whole time I'm thinking to myself, like, "Damn, I'm old as hell up in here with these little ass kids." And I just jumped up like that.
Yeah,
Oh
but
hell no, I'm
having-
rocking out. I was
having an artist that can make you feel like
Yo,
that.
he made me
no
feel
He
matter
that
did.
what
And he
age,
made you like
that's
remember. Like the
definitely-
worst part about it is I like J. Cole, and like my playlist is weird. Like I kind of skip around with like lots of different things. And it's not that I don't add J. Cole in my playlist, but I really didn't realize how many great songs he had.
Mhm.
So it's like I needed that concert to take me home to like restart a J. Cole playlist.
Take you back to
And
Friday
it's a
Night
lot of
Lights.
artists that say that too. Like they'll meet somebody or they'll play a festival or something, and like they'll do that one song that grabs somebody, and that one song
you're like, wow,
they
he
go
is-
back and listen to everything.
Well, yeah, because you
Because-
forget how many great songs he has. Like, there was not one song that I'm like, okay, I do know these songs. Because at first I was like, oh, okay, I know some basic J. Cole songs. Like, I like them. But like,
Right.
there's no reason I shouldn't know all his music. I just did. I just didn't think I did. But then when I got there, I'm like, oh, I know all this music. But I don't listen to it on my playlist.
You know what I loved about that concert? I loved how he brought us back each time
He
to
doesn't.
what he had.
Yeah, he did.
And what he said was, I forget the actual quote, so forgive me. So he's just basically talking about the albums
Yeah.
and what period of time he was in.
Yeah.
So he brought you back to every period of time that he was in up until
So
KOD.
He made basically like a story. Or
Yeah.
like a
It
timeline.
it was crazy how they
and he
did that,
holds your
man.
attention because people are like, oh, was he crying? Was he talking about this? Was he talking about that? I'm like, no, he holds your attention. You were listening to what he said. He's very engaging. Like, you weren't like, oh, what's he talking about? Like, I feel like I go to concerts and people just talk and you don't really listen to what they're saying.
No.
He was holding people's attention where you're like really listening to what he's saying. You're like recording it so you can watch it again
Yeah,
later.
Definitely.
Like, and get everything that he said. Like, he was good. He
I-
really was.
I thought he wasn't gonna do 1985.
Yeah, but he didn't.
Did,
I didn't
Did
know
you
'cause
think it?
I didn't
Yo.
because I forgot about something. Like
Yo,
I
he
said,
was-
he kept reminding me how good he was. I was like, damn, I know this one. I know that one. Like, I forgot about all these songs.
Yo, he was hitting us with
He
some
was.
good shit, and then I'm like, damn, it's over. I grabbed Jen, like, come on, we gotta get this
And
track
then he hit
before we
me
go.
up.
And then
I was like, damn.
You hear people going, encore. I'm like, that don't bring a motherfucker out.
Usually doesn't.
Man came back out.
What?
And then it dropped the beat. I was like, oh.
So I ended again. It was good.
And ended it like that. I was like, yo, that is
My
good.
shit, you gotta send a traffic for that.
1985
Yeah.
and,
Yo, 1985.
Yeah.
He I don't think he did.
yes, he did. That was the very last song.
That was the very last
Oh, yeah,
song. Then he
yeah.
came on and did. Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah.
no. He
No?
ended
With
with
Rome.
no role
Wow,
models.
Oh,
okay. He did.
1985. was
I only
1984.
remember 1985 because
That had you hyped.
that had me hyped. Look at everything else. That had me. I was in the excuse us, people. So we got a young man. He's a young man too. I found out.
We gonna put you up on the website too. We gonna get you some business too.
Yo, young man behind me is out here taking pictures of us, of our 6 guests.
I said, young
It's
high
gonna be
school
dope.
entrepreneur. Right there.
Oh,
Entrepreneur.
that's dope. You're in high school?
Yeah, sophomore.
Where at?
So, yo,
McKinley.
check
Oh,
this
wow,
shit
good
out.
for
I
you.
thought he was a senior.
No, I'm a sophomore.
No wonder
I
why
mean,
his
you was a
grandma
college
put a.
student.
I'm just a youngin' still.
I said, I
Still
told you, we
are.
gonna bring you in the
Just a
film.
youngin'.
We
Yo,
gonna
tell
bring you
me-
to the fold.
That's good.
I wonder why his grandma was like, now y'all let me know now.
Be like that.
She's like, I'm Granny. Because I asked her what her name was. She's like, I'm Granny. I was like, oh shit, Granny? All right, no problem.
It's funny.
I thought that was funny. But she what's her name?
Georgiana.
Georgina.
Yeah. Call her that too.
Yo, Georgina. Woo. Anyways,
All right, yeah. One last question too. You're into fashion. You sell clothes. Have you ever thought about doing the design part of fashion rather than this, or do you just want to do sales?
No, I think about the design part all the time. I actually like fiddle around. I have a sewing machine. That's one of those things that I start, don't finish, come back to. Kind of slow with that one, but it is something that I eventually do want to do more of. Like I want to do something, and because I'm like, to produce a lot of things in a quantity, it is very difficult. But I'm like, I own a store. Like I don't have to make big quantities. I can just like make stuff and sell it, or do it, made to measure, like specific things. I really need to fool around with it a little more. I mean, it is something that I would prefer to do actually.
Okay.
wow.
Yeah. So eventually, I think I will. I mean, I've taken some classes and like some salt like for it, but like I said, I constantly like mess with it, and then like I really haven't fooled around with it in a while. My sewing machine broke too, so I guess I need a new one. If anybody wants to buy me a sewing machine, I'll send you my cash app.
Yo, Cash App is funny.
Why
Somebody,
do people be going so hard with it?
somebody just sent me like a request for $15 to help a brother out. I was like, what? What is this
Are you
about?
serious?
You got that, and what is the other one? GoFundMe and.
Oh, people do GoFundMe's all the time. I want to do GoFundMe's for my parking tickets.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Oh,
I'm just
my
wondering if that's
gosh.
something I can do because I get parking tickets. You have no idea. I'm like,
Yo,
all
let me
about
ask
it.
let me ask this question. Does it seem like women get more parking tickets than men?
Yeah, because they look around for us because you guys want to fight. We just get mad. So they're like, let's take advantage of the woman. It's like going to the shop to get your car repaired. You get charged $100.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get charged $250.
Because I'm going to talk that shit.
Right? You're like, it's just
Matter
they
of fact,
take.
you know what? Speaking of parking tickets, I won't drive my car to Brooklyn because I didn't pay a parking ticket for maybe 5 years ago, and I don't want to get down there.
Right,
Or
that's
my
You
shit
going to
booted.
jail.
Right, you gonna get
Or
booted.
fucking locked.
You
So
definitely-
every time I go to the city, I drive a different car.
Right, I don't blame you.
My man. You going to jail. yeah. That's yours. Well, ours, because he's not
Yeah,
drinking.
you
That's funny.
I need to have that because they
You
don't
need
play
to
the
have
city.
that- yeah, you go-
I'm fucking around and be
the
locked
city
up in the
doesn't play. A
tools.
lot of the
Yes.
time,
Ooh.
if I drive to the city, I'll just park my car for the whole weekend, which sucks.
Right, yeah, expensive. Parking is
That's like you might as
expensive
well
Yo.
catch a flight, but at
I
that
was down there for a weekend in Manhattan because I had a studio session out there. I think it was $130 for
2 days, yeah.
Damn.
I mean, majority of the time I fly, but like when you have to
It's like
drive because you're in quick and out, like go quick or like
Raping
last
you?
minute stuff.
Yeah.
It is. By the time you get down there, you're like, I already
Like,
spent $200
right.
parking for like
Right.
Run
Even
up on
like
you
the
and
little,
give me
the
that
little
cash,
box,
bro.
Like the parking lot for like
Give
an
it
hour, it's
up.
like 30 bucks.
It is. They're parking. I don't even know how people afford it. I really can't.
That is
Oh, no.
bullshit.
All
right.
That's what people
Tourist.
Oh, hold
So-
on, I'm not done.
You
I'm sorry, hold on.
I almost said the word.
For people who do have clothing lines and are doing designs like student.ub and anything like that, are you or do you accept like clothing from them?
Well,
Or would you be open
I
to
actually
putting
at my
clothing through?
store, I carry a couple people's lines right now that are jewelry girls that make jewelry. Like there's one girl, she has a brand called Stone and Saw, and she makes like necklaces and bracelets and stuff. I have her line. I've carried her line for probably the last 2 years. And she goes to college. And then another friend of mine, Nicole, she has a brand called Franchi Jewelry, and she makes bomb like jeweled earrings and she has like purses and bracelets and stuff like that. And she has a spot in my she has a space in my store that she kind of rents out actually. And I carry her line. I've carried like different people's t-shirt lines. Yeah.
So that is something that you would be open to. If it's
Yeah, I feel like
something
if it
that you
fits my demographic of customer, then I'm always open to it. Because a lot of people do come with a lot of stuff, and I'm like, I don't know who I'm selling to. I'll just recommend
That's not gonna
somewhere
go.
else.
That's
But I
not
mean,
gonna go.
I do, but I'll
It's good
look
to see-
out.
it's
I'll
good to
look
see
out and
that
be
you
like,
give
hey,
people-
that's not gonna fit my store, but I think there's a store down the street that might fit, or like, why don't you try this store over here? Like, if I know where that might work, I have no problem like setting somebody
So
up.
that's what I'm saying.
somewhere
Like,
else.
it's good that you give people that opportunity, or at least refer them, because a lot of places won't do that.
Because people are weird. People are weird. You don't understand. Like everybody thinks like you want something in return, but a lot of the times if you help someone out, something comes back to you around regardless, whether it's from that person or somebody else.
Right.
But everybody's so weird. It's so like selfish. Like, oh no, I'm trying to do me. I'm trying to make this money. I'm trying to do this. But it's like if you help more people out, more likely. Good
gonna
things are
get
gonna
the
you gonna
money.
get it back
Right.
somehow, because even if it's just off of you being good people and they just tell somebody that you're good people, go check her out.
Yeah.
Go check this person out. You know what I
They
mean?
don't-
Like
it's
I
not
don't,
enough of that.
I never even understand that. Like even like the girl that runs in my store, kind of like I just charge her a certain amount a month, and I don't take any money from her. You know what I mean? Like I don't take money from her. Her
percentage off of her sales.
off of her sales, because I feel like it's easier for me to just be like, here, give me $50 a month, which is not anything crazy, for you to put your stuff in my store, and you make money off your jewelry.
But I think she's gonna remember that too.
Yeah,
When
I mean, like,
comes
she
up
used to carry stuff a long time ago, but she had a baby, so she stopped making things, and then she started again, and I was like, yeah, absolutely, like, why not? I have the room for it. It's a nice piece to add to my store.
Right.
And even if she's posting it, like, people come in to look at her jewelry, end up in my store, and they look at my clothes.
Right.
Like, it's just all, like, works
One hand
together.
washes
Yeah,
the
it really
other.
does, and people don't realize that. Like,
Right.
even if they're just coming for her jewelry,
Right.
it's still bringing customers that might not have never came to my store. You know what I mean? So it just worked. I mean, I don't know. I just look at things differently. People are funny, though. I do notice it.
Are you
That
done
was
with
my
your
last
damn
question.
Yeah.
I only had 3.
So, Siobhan, we only kept you on for an interview. Okay, we want to get to the rest of the podcast with Alex. We need to talk about our cartoons and stuff.
Cartoons.
Yeah.
You guys got cartoons?
We will be.
Like,
We will
coming
be.
soon. All of our
Like-
our funny stories and tales will
Oh,
be
when I tell
cartoons.
stories, see, you gotta listen to the
About him
podcast.
trying to get this bottle open. That's gonna be a cartoon.
I have to be on it to hear it and then be like, okay, yeah, I can probably
Yeah.
listen to this. Like, you guys are fun, so I'll listen to it.
So I had a story talking about an Uber ride.
Okay.
Episode 3. Go listen. Anyways,
Yeah. Uber.
that was one of the best stories besides last week the dog. Anyways,
What's your story this time?
you gonna have to wait for
Always got a
that.
story.
I
Yeah,
got
Rick.
stories. Oh,
Stuff
he
be
has
happening
stories.
to
Wait till he
Rick.
get on. So we always do this. Well, we've done it lately. Top 5 hip hop artists
Ever?
ever.
Oh, okay. For me, I'm gonna go with. I know people always go back and forth with Biggie and Tupac, but I like Tupac because I like his stories.
Pop baby, pop baby, pop
So
baby, pop.
sorry. He's my number one.
Get him.
He is. He really is. So I would say, for me, okay. So then I would go with Biggie. I gotta put my boy Nas in there.
Esco.
Wow.
Who else do
Wow.
I love? I don't want to leave anybody out of here.
So that's 3. You only
I
got
just
3.
gave
I'm
them
just
a
gonna-
random
I know I got 2 more. I know I'm trying to think who I.
Come on.
Because I don't want to
Like,
think of somebody that I'm
ultimate-
forgetting somebody. So,
I gotta go 10.
I like that.
It's so hard, bro.
Biggie, Nas, clearly Jay-Z,
That's 4.
and then I'm gonna
It's a
go
good spot
with,
for his ass.
I got another one that I want to put on there, but he's really disappointing me.
Who?
He's really making me sad.
Ooh.
Kanye West.
Yeah.
Oh shit! That's the first time I ever heard somebody say.
And 5?
I like Kanye though.
I love Kanye too, but he might.
They missed the old Kanye.
I like old
Mr.
Kanye. No, I do
want
like
that
old Kanye. I
old
can't even
Kanye.
listen to his other stuff like that.
No.
As a producer, I respect new Kanye too. Though.
I do too. Like the
Well,
sound
yeah,
is
he's
just
big and
major.
cool stuff. Yeah, no. I mean, he's just a talented person. Like, he's just crazy.
Yo,
Yeah.
can't call him crazy though.
He's
He's
a
creative.
it's like that
Opioid
genius
problem.
Batman
It is,
thing.
it is.
It's like
It is.
Dr.
It's
Jekyll,
it's
Mr.
hard.
Hyde
No.
thing. Like,
That's
it's
the best
real.
way to. That's the
Like,
best way to
that's
I
say
still
it.
think it has to do with his mother passing. Like he still hasn't.
It does.
No,
I think
He
for
still
sure.
hasn't like.
it's his
taking that-
mom. His like.
He had
I
the
don't know.
sunken
He's got like he's
place.
in a, yeah. I guess it's the
Or
sunken
he
place.
came out the sunken
I think he
place.
got with his family that's like way like they're doing
Yeah.
some other stuff. He's just
The
getting caught in
Kardashians,
that.
they
Hold on,
ruined
so
it.
He was living
Hold on.
in their house while their mansion was being built. That's why, like, the man had no recollection of a lot of things.
I don't know.
He
it's just
lived.
different.
How you like? You get married and you just in your mama-in-law house,
Yo,
starting all the way off.
this is what I
Come
think.
live with us,
He
yeah.
just wants to be loved.
This is what I
With the
think.
teaspoon.
I can't trust the Kardashians.
Y'all laughing?
Like, see what
He
they
does.
do.
This is what I think about Mr. West.
Hey, I have nothing but respect for the man, regardless of what he does, says, wears, he can wear whatever hat, support whoever he wants. That's his
I ain't
decision.
letting out no antidote.
I'm a very open-minded individual, so I respect it all.
That's your top five?
Well, I'm trying to think. I'm probably forgetting people. I like.
I mean,
Wu-Tang.
you only get
Everybody
five,
knows
so you
Wu-Tang,
can't be
so-
forgetting people.
Well, I can't say Wu-Tang because I like every one of them.
They gotta go in like
That counts
groups.
as one.
I know.
Wu Tang count as one.
Wu-Tang
They
is
do?
fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta
Wu-Tang
go.
count
I
as
gotta
one.
get y'all my top.
I like them. I'm probably forgetting
Why?
people because I listen to lots of different
Don't be
people.
like
so.
that.
We'll do groups another. Let's. All right, you want to do group? Do you want to do groups?
I'm counting as a
Because
group.
I can't. No.
There's not a lot of hip hop groups, so you can't really
Yes,
say.
they are.
No, they're not.
Two people are a group.
Who was together? You got maybe
Mobb Deep, Noriega,
Oh, wow, David Bowie.
Tribe
Noriega
Called
Capone?
Quest.
See, I do like
Yeah.
all of them. Tribe is amazing.
They still not gonna be in top five. So what the
Tribe Called Quest?
No, he
They're
talking-
good, though.
No, he
top
he-
five?
Kill Capone, Noriega, not top. Mobb Deep.
Top
Deep.
five groups or top
Mobb
five?
Deep.
as
Top
a-
five
He
groups.
said top five.
Mobb
groups.
Deep has to. I mean, they were pretty dope.
Okay, top five groups.
Okay.
See, I think everybody's top
Ooh.
five also bases on like
Ooh,
sometimes
that's-
like
Age.
generation and age.
Yeah.
Which I get it, because like if you talk to kids, they don't even really know
They don't
anything
even know.
about.
Hold on. We
hip-hop.
gotta describe
Like old
kids
school
though.
hip-hop.
What kid? Because there's some 25-year-old kids.
That no.
Oh yeah, I know. Like
That
No,
No.
she talking about teenagers.
Like no, I mean,
No.
I know, my kid is 22. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
she's super bomb when it comes to music.
Time out. Oh, holy shit! I don't know her for this time. I thought she was like 17.
Alexa's 22. She'll be out.
Oh, wow.
Yo.
Right, it's mad weird.
You don't.
It's mad weird. I know. I'd be like, is that your kid? No. I'd be like, what?
Black
Like
don't
sometimes
crack.
when people like this, people be like, I think your kid's over there. I'm like, we gotta go.
So she be on the
That's
music
not
scene
funny.
and
My
all
mom
of
do
that?
that to me too.
But my daughter used to do music.
I think I was at one of like
St. Opal.
one of
Real,
the,
whoa,
like,
St. Opal's your daughter?
Yeah.
She was doing like she was singing.
And
She
then
was
she's
singing
on a
like,
hiatus.
one of the bases.
She's on a
like,
hiatus.
Hold on.
I don't know
Hold
what
on.
this is.
Hold on.
Why do I not know what this
Don't
is?
backdrop yet. Hold. No.
Super dope.
Shh. Time out. Saint Noble?
St. Opal.
Oh.
Saint Opal.
She used to do hip hop with like
Billy Esco.
Billy Esco and all them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's into hip hop.
Yeah, but she's different. It's
She-
like
No,
Yeah.
she ain't nobody
She got her
different.
own
Oh no,
style.
she
got her
could be
own
that
style.
shit. She
Yes.
just does it. She just is
No.
like,
Yeah.
she's like still trying. Like,
Yeah.
no, she's so
Watch my mother
good.
do.
No, it's so good. You can't even compare her to nobody because
No, you
She's
cannot.
her
Who she
own
signed
person.
to?
That's a good thing.
Nobody.
They're not being
she
compared
took a
to.
break because she was like, it was too overwhelming. She ended up on like tour with like what's the guy? Rory. You know Rory. Rory's like a cool hip hoppy like.
Are you talking about Rory from the Joe Budden podcast?
No.
No, Rory was on. I don't know when Trump became
My
like.
bad.
He was on like all the late night shows and stuff like that. He's got bomb music too. It's very different. You can look him up. But anyway, somebody dropped from his tour. So she used to be with Hot Levy and like the Anti-Venue tour and all
Yeah.
that. You know Travis and all those
Mhm.
guys.
Yeah.
So she used to be a part of all that. So during that time, one of them know some people. They let them listen to her music, and the guy Rory was like, "Well, bring her on. She could be one of the openers because I lost somebody." So like she had only performed like 2 or 3 times, and she's in Boston opening for this guy, and he's got this huge cult following. She's in Toronto. She's over here. It was just so overwhelming for her, and she's good, and people loved her. It's not even like she wasn't.
Yeah.
doing good. Like in Buffalo, like people loved Alexis. Like she had like people coming to her shows where I'm like, who are these weird people that like come out of nowhere?
Yo, they really
Yo,
like.
Yo, the crowd is
Seriously?
like a different
Yeah.
crowd, bro. Like
Okay.
It's the weirdest
you wouldn't
thing.
fit in at all.
We don't. I was there, like
You won't fit
wanting
in
to.
at
It's a
all.
cool crowd. It's a cool thing they have
So
going on.
so her hip hop is different.
It's very different.
Man,
Let's get her in the studio.
Yeah, you should one time.
No.
Yeah, some of you need to make her do something. She doesn't.
But she
I
wanna
can't
go-
make her. She's just chilling right
Yeah.
now.
So
She said
so here's what I do. Here's what I propose. I propose one time you let her know that we're doing a podcast, and we ask her to come on.
she'll come on. Totally. Yeah, yeah.
Now,
she's-
I'll convince.
Yeah, you can
I
do it.
convinced this guy to do a damn podcast with me. You believe it?
Why were you like no? Are you shy?
No,
It's not
he's
your
not.
thing?
He's shy as shit.
Oh, are you? But it's
not
easy.
What?
Easy.
I'm not shy. I'm just.
This,
I'm selective
You're an
about
introvert.
stuff that I
He's-
do and people that I speak to.
you're an introvert.
So I mean, once you get me talking, I talk.
That's you know what.
That's the
Everything's
definition of an introvert.
I'm like an introvert extrovert.
But you
Like
know how much
I.
stuff I have to do.
Thank
I have
you.
to, I have
I'm
to
the
travel.
same
I have to go
way.
to
Like,
the
I'm
city.
social.
I
I
know
don't
how
really
to,
like
I know how to do it all. I know
You
how
can't
to
be
be
an
around
introvert
a
and
bunch
do
of
stuff
But I
like
also
that.
know how to hibernate and not talk to anybody.
Walk into a room full of artists and introduce yourself and say, "Hey, I'm so and so. What are you working on?" And
You do
network
that.
yourself.
You have the initiative to do that.
I know
what
how
I'm
to
saying.
hide
You
in
can't be an introvert
plain
and do that.
sight.
Me
You
too.
don't
That's
even
what I
know
do.
I'm there.
See, I'm
And
it
I know how
seems
to
like I'm an
watch
extrovert,
everything.
super social, but like, if I was in a situation like that, I wouldn't introduce myself to anybody. I'd just be like, oh, come find me.
Well, I got to. And as a music producer, there's a million of us. I gotta.
You no, you
I
have
said
to. You have
closed
to be
mouths don't get
aggressive.
fed. You gotta be.
You have to be assertive.
Gotcha. Well, listen.
I'm just selective. I'm like Ace. You can't fool. I fuck with who I fuck with.
I feel honored.
Right.
Hey, Boogie.
Hey, Boogie.
Oh, look at Alexis on the show.
Awesome. We're gonna get her.
Yes.
All right. So listen.
Yeah.
We gotta close it down for you. We really appreciate you taking the time out and jumping up out of.
I did jump on
Your-
that because I'm
yes.
bad and I thought it was Thursday.
One of us messed up. I don't know. Maybe me.
It might have been me. I think I don't pay attention to detail.
So sorry.
I know I don't pay attention to detail.
So like,
That's the ADHD I got.
it is me too. That's so bad.
Got it back.
I got
Hey,
it.
dudes.
No, but thanks for having me. This is fun.
So we appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Hey, cameraman, could you hit stop on that?